Friends, the prejudging for the 212 division Mr. Olympia has concluded, and I've brought you what happened during this prejudging. We're going to discuss everything from start to finish. Mr. Clarita brought the best physique of his life, and whose conditioning seemed off. Was it really a matter of lighting? We'll find out everything in this video. Without wasting any time, let's start the video. First, the judges call the bodybuilders into groups. The first group includes Karth Bajo, Modelman, and Mr. Florida, who, in my opinion, are recognizable bodybuilders. Here, the judges have the bodybuilders do quarter turns. There's a compulsory round, so they have them do compulsory poses. In the second group, Nihat Kaya arrives, and 7 bodybuilders can be seen here. In the third group, a total of 6 bodybuilders are called. And here comes Christian Zagarella, who was a surprise bodybuilder last year. And we can also see Sammy T. Rowdy. And here comes reigning Olympia champion KEON Pearson at 212 pounds. KEON was going to be here at 21.9 pounds. Almost coming very close to his weight cap. So, he was going to be the biggest KEON Pearson. There was a lot of excitement watching him here. So, did KEON deliver here, and will he make it three-peat? Let's start with the individual rounds. I'd like to start with SHAUN Clarita's posing routine and his posing round. His muscles looked hard here, guys. Although many people complained about the lighting, saying it was bad. People looked soft in the lighting, but even under this soft lighting, SHAUN Florida was showing off his incredibly hard muscles. His quads looked hard, separated, and dry, and here he's added size to his quads. Last year, he made the mistake of bringing in a smaller version of himself. He had over-dieted. Here, he didn't make that mistake and brought his quads to their best. His overall physique looks in excellent condition. At the 2023 Olympia, he played the size game and lost the title to KEON Pearson. Here, he showed a perfectly proportioned version of himself. He's added a lot of size to his quads compared to last year. Last year, he was very flat. I'm telling you honestly, after seeing his conditioning in this package, it's heartwarming that he has finally brought the package and the physique he deserves on the Olympia stage. I'm a true fan of the hard, granny package, and Shaw, and here he proves that he still has it. And I really enjoyed seeing Shaw here. I'm telling you the truth. Next, I'd like to talk about Nihat Kaya's physique, and there's been a lot of talk about him. He's a young bodybuilder and he has an insane shape. His upper body looks quite dominating here. The side shots look quite crazy. He strikes some beautiful side poses here. If anyone could challenge Kaya in terms of size, he was one of those bodybuilders. However, I would say his conditioning was getting a little off. He was fading a bit as the show progressed. In other Nihat-like updates, he looked crazy, showing off his absolutely insane size. He brought it here too, but his conditioning seemed a little off here. Lighting could also be an issue once again. And then we come to our main event player. Our main player, the reigning Olympian champion at 212, KEON Pearson. And here comes KEON Pearson, and even just looking at him, I couldn't help but feel like I was yearning to see KEON. What level of a package was KEON going to bring here? So, KEON comes in. The first pose is his frontal biceps, and here KEON's added size is visible. KEON looks bigger here from last year. His frame, his width, his proportions. KEON has improved in terms of size here. We get to see a bigger and more enormous version of KEON here. KEON then moves on to his back shots. I want to show you a comparison of KEON's back here. This was a photo from last year. Many people were questioning KEON's conditioning here, saying that his conditioning last year was much better. The conditioning he brought to the 60th edition of the Olympia was much better, and many people are saying there was a lighting issue. Because of the lighting, KEON doesn't look as ribbed, sharp, or hard here. But KEON's quads definitely look insane. He's put a tremendous amount of size on his body. From the front, KEON looks amazing here. Looking back, one might say, look, he didn't come off. But the expectations we had after seeing his updos were, KEON was showing off his back like a Ronnie Coleman, a level of size KEON has never achieved before, in his updos. There was a lot of hype about his back, and KEON somehow failed to live up to that hype, according to fans. Now, friends, let's talk about the first call-out, and here we have the bodybuilders in the first call-out. The main 3 bodybuilders are SHAUN and Nihat Kaya, and 3 other bodybuilders can also be seen, such as Karth Bajo, and 2 more bodybuilders, who also appear in the first call-out. First of all, I want to praise SHAUN Clarita. He's improved here since last year. Last year, he had a very flat physique. He looks hard here, and his conditioning looks very good. From shine to hardness in the muscle separation, the hardness of his body, he's brought the shine here, which he's known for. That's why he can beat even bigger joints. And who is the joint here? The joint is KEON Pearson, because he's brought a bigger version of himself. So, can he beat SHAUN here? Can he slay the beast? Many people are discussing online whether they can beat KEON or not. To understand this in detail, I'd like to skip ahead to the final call-out. In the final call-out, the top 4 bodybuilders are called in, including Nihat Kaya, KEON Pearson, Shish Clarita, and Lucas Bodybear. The builders are seen here, and Shish, brother, appears more conditioned. From the front, he looks more conditioned and separated than he does. If you'll notice, shine looks better on Shish. And Shaw, friends, finally, after being off for so long and not being able to return to his best, I would like to say that Shaw has brought a conditioned physique, a proportionate physique, and one that is comparable to KEON Pearson's. He wasn't there last year, but he definitely is this year. It can be seen that Nihat's physique is fading in terms of conditioning, and he's not even close to SHAUN and KEON. And one thing I want you guys to notice is that this year we noticed that KEON's midsection didn't look as pleasing, it was petrifying the stage and didn't look as pleasing to the eye. So, will this affect his placings? Will the judges mark KEON down because of this? This could be a topic of discussion right now, but the judges are focused on both bodybuilders and have to select a winner from between them. Many are saying that SHAUN is better, and according to them, Shaw is the winner. Many are saying that KEON is simply dominant and will win this title. Regarding front shots, KEON doesn't look as sharp compared to SHAUN. SHAUN clearly looks more conditioned in his front shots, and his shine is very good. Meanwhile, I prefer KEON in side shots. KEON's width and roundness appear more dominant, and he outshines Shaw in size in side shots. However, Payton's quads have grown compared to last year. He has a much fuller package than last year. Payton has a well-peaked package here. Although KEON's back is bigger in size, but the shine in his eyes and the conditioning separation that's coming through is visible here in Clarita's. This time, in his glutes and hamstrings, that separation, that detail, and the fiber that was visible last year wasn't visible this year. In KEON's glutes, and here, KEON finally shows his look, his fired up look, that yes, I finally have an opponent who is ready to compete with me. And these guys hit abs and thigh poses. Now, friends, the question is, even if KEON isn't at his best conditioning, can he still defend this title? And will he make it three-peat? I think yes, he will. Because he is just too dominant. He has so many positions, so many muscle groups that carry that size there. Like his delts, in the most muscular pose, KEON looks absolutely insane. Like Phil, he has the most muscular muscle bellies, which SHAUN doesn't. And the rule at the Olympia is, you have to knock the champion out. So, is Shada knocking KEON Pearson out here? Or should I say, knocking out KEON Pearson? Definitely, Shaw is one of his best versions, and I have a lot of respect for Shaw. I've always been a fan of his. The hardness he brings, the graininess of his muscles. But looking at this, it seems the judges will give KEON the title here, and Shaw Clarita might come in second. If not Nihat, then Lucas might come in third, and this is going to be the case for the top 4. And let's also talk about Nihat Kaya, a young and upcoming bodybuilder who is going to challenge KEON Pearson. He has great potential. If he hadn't faded, he would have definitely placed third here, and he could still achieve that. The lighting in this show was really bad, and it wasn't just me who found it off-putting. Many of you also found it off-putting. You can see it in the comments. Honestly, after watching KEON, it seems like he brought a good version of himself, but he fell victim to hype. Many people placed him too high. After seeing his updates, within his placings and expectations, he couldn't deliver that level of performance and physique. And the same thing happened with Shaw. Shaw didn't create any hype at all. He didn't show any impressive updates. No one was even talking about him, and he came here and performed brilliantly. He brought conditioning. He brought separation. So, that could be why people here are preferring the shish over the on. And on the other end, I'd like to mention a bodybuilder named Christian Jaegerle. He brought a hard, sharp, and proportionate physique. His midsection, when he does his abs and thighs, just disappears. So, he brought an amazing physique. I felt like he should have been in the first call-out, which the judges chose over Karth Bajo. I don't know, man. Karth Bajo didn't deserve the first call-out, but he was put in there. And there's a bodybuilder named Vitar Poto, who hails from Brazil. He won the Indian show. He brought a great physique to this show. Last year, he came in second in the 60th edition of Mystery Olympia. This time too, the judges placed him on the second call-out, but amazing shape. So friends, that was our review and first impressions of pricing. I want to know, look, you guys heard my thoughts. I think KEON isn't at his best here, but he's still pretty dominant, so he'll win. I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think KEON is winning or SHAUN? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for the next video, because the finals results will be out in the morning. So, you'll find the video uploaded on the channel in the morning, and I'll see you all with the next video. Until then, take care, and bye bye.